Grand Rising traders. As you can see, we're going to start the day off a little bit different. Today is January 2nd, Tuesday, 2024. Let's hop right into it. So as you can see, I'm in Pionex and I'm about to set up a DCA bot for SHIB USDT. So let's go ahead and create that real quick. And boom, we have the SHIB bot created. That's the second bot that I've created, and it just went negative, which is all well and good, not actually a problem whatsoever. If you look up over in the corner there, you'll see my picture. So you know that this is actually my account. It's not a dummy or a demo account. It's actual real account. And that's the second bot that I've set up. The first bot that I set up was an Ethereum BTC bot, growth bot. So I can grow my BTC here for a while. I just shut down two other bots. Unfortunately, I looked to see if there was a history, and there was no history of those bots and what they did. But when I started off last year testing the Pionex bots, I started off with $1,500, and as you can see, I'm up to 1827 right now. Earlier it was like 1839, but the market has shifted, so it's at 1827 right now. So I basically made $339 over a period of, I don't know, 6 to 8 months, something like that. When I originally started, I had 5 bots going, and somewhere along the line, 2 of them started doing really poorly, so I shut them down, and then I had 3 going. One of them started doing poorly, and what I wound up doing was leaving a what was it called? Here, let me see if I can find it real quick. I used the Infinity Grid bot, and I used the Grid Trading bot, and I those were the last 2 that were left up and running, and those were the ones that actually made the most profit in the end. So now I'm going for the Bitcoin growth bot. When I originally set up, I did try the Moon bot, but the market was going down, and I was just like, okay, that doesn't make any sense to create a Moon bot in a bearish market. So it stayed up and running for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month at the most, and things didn't turn around, so I shut it down and put everything from the Moon bot into the Infinity bot. And those bots didn't do too badly. Like I said, $300+ total gain. And yeah, that's just how it works sometimes. So now let's go ahead and move over to another window real quick here. Uh-oh, wasn't able to move it. So I'll have to pause the recording, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Didn't know that I wasn't going to be able to switch without pausing. Had never tried that before. Now I know. So, anyway, when I left you yesterday, this trade was up. I entered this trade and tried to overlap a trade with this one. And what wound up happening was this trade took head position as it went into profit. And this trade sat on a back burner. As you can see, the stop loss on this trade and the take profit on the winning trade are almost exactly in the exact same spot. And that created this scenario here where I had the short winner here, then I had the long loss, and then I had the other short winner. Also, as you can see, I wiped everything for the new year. So everything down there in the history will now be all 2024 stuff. No 2023 stuff. Moving forward, that's how it's going to be. Looking for one last entry. If you guys are keeping track, the score on the Lux Algo right now is 5 winners and 2 losers. Wait, no. 1 loser. My bad. So yeah, 5 winners. This would have been the 3rd winner. Or no, 4 winners, my bad. This would have been the 3rd winner. This is the 4th. And there's our 1 loser. So 4 winners, 1 loser in 5 trades. I would say that's not bad. Not bad at all. If one can keep up the consistency, that's actually kind of perfect. 5 wins, 1 loss, I'll take that all day. You know, that works out to basically an 80% win ratio. So, yeah, I would take an 80% win ratio all day long, and I'm sure every one of you would do the same. It's kind of hard to beat that unless you're an AI bot. So, what do we got going on right here? According to the algo, we're going to spike up a little bit and then take a sharp downward momentum. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm thinking that this little movement right here may take us back down to the 45K range, or I mean the 45K trigger point, where the last hit we had, we went on a little, looks like about a 6-hour run there to top us off at 45,920, and then send us back in the other direction, where we are seeing some support at the 45K trigger point here, as witnessed by these 3 long wicks. So when we get down there, we do get some really strong pushback really quick to keep us above 45K. So who's ever um, working the markets from a institutional standpoint apparently wants us to stay above 45K at this point. I don't believe that this is a whole bunch of retail action right now, even though the greed index was pretty high when I went over to coin market cap earlier this morning. Um, Greed index was pretty strong, so not surprising. It should shoot off the roof pretty soon. I was reading an article the other day where one of the major players just picked up or stacked on top of what they already had um, several million in Bitcoin. I think it was like 200 million, something like that. Maybe you guys saw the same article I saw. But yeah, stacking 200 million in Bitcoin. Um, I can't remember who the player was right now, but it immediately made me think that those people may have some insider information and are preparing for the ETF. When you see institutions start making like big buys and the ETF hasn't come into play yet, pay close attention. It could be the time to place your Bitcoin buy order. Pay attention to the institutions, what they're doing, and when they're buying Bitcoin right now, because everyone, including them, are waiting on the ETF. Uh, Speaking of which, I believe his name is Michael Novogratz. He believes that the ETF will happen as soon as January 10th, which I was just like, wow, what do you know? But I haven't seen anything in the market that would suggest that because it's my thinking the big boys will either crash the market before the ETF or they'll start making a lot of medium to large size purchases in Bitcoin before the ETF. Couple of things to watch for. The ETF is coming. Most people will think it's going to happen in 2024, right around the halving, but I'm thinking it'll probably happen after that in late 2024, maybe even the last quarter of 2024, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out. I do believe, though, that it will happen in 2024, and this is why I started my growth bot. Hopefully, it'll happen near the end of 2024 versus the beginning, but yeah, that way my growth bot will have, multiple months to run so I could stack that Bitcoin and wait for that $1 million price like everybody else. So, guys, I'm going to wrap it up now. I'm pretty sure I've gone over my 5 minutes. Didn't set my alarm this morning. Um, I may enter a short position here if this continues to look like it's looking right now. I don't know. Let me look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour is kind of a doji and green. Interesting. So let me go back to that 4 hour. Okay, on the 4 hour, you can see that that prediction is a seriously huge spike, and that may very well play out over the 4 hour period. I'm going to have to check that to make sure, but as we can see, it's kind of doing what the 4 hour clock is saying it's going to do, which it has like a sharp little down spike and then a massive bullish reversal. So I'm going to be looking for that through the rest of the day because here on the 1 hour, we got a short little up spike, and then a massive bear reversal. Um, hmm, Let me hide that real quick and see what we're going to do here. Have a massive bear reversal. It looks like I need to adjust my Fibonacci because we broke fairly decently above it. And this right here may actually be the second Fibonacci level where we're getting support. After I've readjusted, we'll find out. I'm not going to readjust it now. I will do that off camera. Anyway, guys, until tomorrow, you guys have a blessed day. This is the Dark Sage signing out, and peace be with you.